Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie, and today we have in our hands the very first ever play booster box. Murders at Karlov Manor. Pre-release is a week from tomorrow, a week from Friday. Release fully is the next week, but really interesting set coming out themed around murder mystery. This box is from my good friend and yours, Justin. Thank you for being a loyal patron, which is now all in the Discord server at KitchenTableTCG.com. If you go there, you can hop into the Discord server where you can chat and you can support the channel and you can just be a part of the community. So Justin was like, hey, let's do a play booster box. And Pinkertons, this will not get sent out to Justin until official release day, but I just like showing off the product on the channel, and this is cool. So these boxes are both draftable and basically the same as opening a set box. There are 36 packs in these boxes, not 30, but they are more expensive for the booster boxes, which has been a big contention point for the community of is the price too high? But you're going to get a foil in every pack. So our first foil is Tunnel Tipster. Very thematic set. I did a video earlier this week, and Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods. All right. I did a video earlier this week on, all right, this is one of the showcase versions. This is the showcase, I don't remember what they're calling it. There's 3 different showcase versions. One of them looks like a monocle. The other one looks like it's a portfolio. And the third one looks like it's the city of Ravnica, right? I think, yeah, Ravnica. So pretty cool. And then in the collector boxes, which we're not opening today, you can get the showcase invisible ink. All right, they've got a really cool token thing there. I like it when they do those. It does not add up. Another foil. Fugitive Codebreaker. So a very thematic set. Ooh, Lightning Helix. A lot of people excited for that to be in standard. A really thematic set. We're only getting 1 rare or mythic per pack. I thought we were going to get more than 1 rare or mythic per pack. That's interesting. Because in set boxes, I guess it was like every couple packs you got more than 1 rare or mythic. You get an art card too, obviously. I did not open a ton of set boosters. That was not my thing. I usually open collector boosters. Illicit Masquerade. And here we go. Our first 2 rare box, or 2 rare pack, and we got one of the new land cycles. So this land cycle causing a lot of stir. Enters the battlefield tapped, but you get to surveil anytime it enters. So a lot of people looking for those. I'm not sure Boros is the right color for that. But a lot of people looking for those and interested in those coming out. So that's definitely been something that has been a positive standpoint in this set. Cool to see one of those already. We got a token here, a mysterious creature. Foil Swamp and Intrude the Mind, our first mythic, and it's a foil mythic Intrude the Mind. All right, 5 cost instant. Reveal 5 cards from your library and separate them into 2 piles. Oh, this is the one that makes Thopters. Put that pile into your hand. Your opponent chooses the piles. Put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. And you get a colorless Thopter with 1/1 counters for each card they put in your graveyard. That's pretty good. And then two rares in that pack too. Are really a Law of the Above. Pretty cool card. And Wojcik Investigator. Okay. So that was a pack. Dramatic Accusation. I love the Monocle showcase. I think that showcase is the one I like by far the most. That's not saying a ton because I'm not a fan of the other showcase. The city one's fine, but I'm not a fan of the folio one. Two foils in that pack. Interesting. 2 foils in that pack. And then an Archdruid's Charm and another one of the land cycle. All right, this is the Rashus Theater. This is a pretty good one. That's good colors for that. You got Rakdos colors. Pretty good colors to come in and surveil. There's 2 of those lands. Pretty good. So the thematic nature, murder in the monocle version. That's cool. The thematic nature of the set is super interesting. I did a video on this earlier this week. Because, nobody really, Drown in the Loch, our first. Oh, that's sick. That is some cool artwork. Congrats, Justin. That's a cool card. And that artwork is just crazy. This is our first special guest slot. Now, when you're drafting this or playing sealed at your pre-release, you can play with all the cards that come in that slot. And another mythic. There we go. The Alquist Proft Master Sleuth. This is a 3 cost human detective. Legendary creature can be your commander. When it enters the battlefield, you investigate, and then you can sacrifice a clue and draw cards and gain life. That's a pretty good card. Pretty good commander. Kind of a boring commander. I'm guessing you wouldn't have like a metric ton of fun. You're just drawing cards and gaining life. That seems boring to me. For other people though, that's a fun thing. Another 2 foil pack. Pick your poison. This is a great, dude, Justin's gonna run this in his Pauper deck. I know Justin plays Pauper, so congrats, dude. This is a great Pauper card. Great Pauper sideboard card. Absolutely crazy. Pyrotechnic Performer, rare. Wrench, Aftermath Analysis. So it's a little interesting because they're really leaning into the theme of the set. And I'm just not convinced that people actually care who got murdered at Karlov Manor. Somebody left a comment the other day in the comment section that was like, people murder each other all the time in Ravnica. I'm not sure why we all care right now. I thought that was pretty good. Homicide, Investigator, and then another one of the lands, the Elegant Parlor, this time in the full borderless version. Absolutely gorgeous. I really like those borderless ones. Those lands are going to be interesting. It's anytime a land cycle like that comes in, I think of what's the Streets of New Capenna, and this set reminds me a ton of Streets of New Capenna. But Streets of New Capenna had a really good land cycle that I think those things are still like $15. Outrageous Robbery there, Flourishing Boom, and you know, hopefully this set holds up better than Streets did. But at the end of the day, the land cycle does add a ton to a set, especially if people get excited about it. So we'll see if that happens or not. Vengeful Creeper, an Audience with Trostani. Okay. And then we get another one of these lands. So that's, I believe, 4 of these lands already. We're only a third of the way through the box. That's pretty good, Justin. That's another Pick Your Poison. That's a pretty good, that's a pretty good experience there. All right, now let's talk about if you're drafting this, right? So the big thing here is that you're gonna now be able to draft, this is our first list slot, and they also changed the list slot to now be a little bit more conducive to the set. So this is our first list slot, and this is supposedly a card that will work well into the theme of the set and work well into the draft experience. So that's kind of cool. And then Leyline of the Guild Pact, it's just a green card, everybody. It's just secretly a green card. This is a pretty cool card. If it is your opening hand, you can begin the game with it on the battlefield, and then each non-land permanent you control is all colors, including lands. Each land you control is every basic land type in addition to its other types. That's a cool card. Leyline, dude, your pulls have been pretty good. Hidden in plain sight. And all right, we've got our first of the ones I don't like. This is the first, what are they calling this? They're just calling this the showcase, but I just don't like it. I just don't like that. It's just weird. The dossier version, I think, is what they're really calling it. Unicorn, though, Neighborhood Guardian. I just feel like it looks like half done. All right, this is our last pack of the third of the box, Justin. Force. Oh, snap. Those look good in foil. Holy moly, those look good in foil. Opening collector boxes is going to be awesome if those all look that good. Insidious Roots. That card looks so good in foil. I love that monocle look. Judith the Carnage Connoisseur. I believe she's the one that murdered everybody. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Forensic Gadgeteer. A spoiler alert. I think she's the one that I think she is the murderer. I think that's been decided. I might be wrong. Let me know in the comment section. I don't really follow the lore. So Due Diligence. You knew there was going to be a card called that. One rare in this pack, the Steam Core Scholar, a 3 for 2. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Okay. Then discard 2 cards, though. And then if you do, unless you discard an insert sorcery or creature flying. It's not that good. Chase is on. So it would be really interesting to play sealed and play draft with these and see if the bombs are just like way heavier, because you do get more hits in the packs. Scene of the Crime, another ley line of the Guild Pack. I think this is the only ley line. I might be wrong, but I believe that's the only ley line. So Shock's in here. Shock back in standard. You always like it. So it's going to be interesting because you're going to get better cards while you're drafting or playing sealed. And that's either going to make the games go way faster, or make them go like, actually, I think it's just going to make it go faster. All right. Cases are different than, this is different than the other enchantments that come in that are, I can't think of them off the top of my head, but you have to actually activate these. You have to solve things and get it. They don't automate on your turn. So if you're playing at pre-release, they do not work the same way as, oh man, I'm having a complete blank on what those things are called. But as the other vertical ones, the cases are different. Ooh, Foil Swamp. That looks cool. Those are going to be worthless though. Croc the Whip Collar. I already looked up the land cycle. I'm a big fan of the basic lands and things. As additional cost You may collect evidence 8. Okay, what is this? A sorcery. Search your library for basic land card. If it was collected, instead search for your library for a creature or a land card. Hey, that seems pretty good. All right, we got another one of those. I'm not a fan of them, but you're not pulling a lot of them in these play boosters, so maybe we just won't see a ton of it. I mean, listen, that's good for those values then on those ones. If they make those hard to get, that's probably good, because I don't think there's going to be a ton. I anticipated those were going to be the least valuable ones, and maybe I'm wrong. Vein Ripper, 5 costs or 6 costs, all black. Flying ward, sacrifice a creature, 6/5. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, that's another mythic. So, you know, we're almost halfway through the box and only 2 mythics. Maybe the play experience isn't going to be that bomb heavy if we're only at 2 mythics. I kind of anticipated we get a few more mythics than this. Let's see if we get any better. I guess we got 3 if you include Drown in the Loch. Novice Inspector, Deadly Cover-Up. Beautiful artwork. Who did that? Sam Gray. Oh, Sam Gay. Beautiful artwork. Absolutely crazy. Karlov Watchdog. Okay, so, man, only 2 mythics. One of them's foil, one of them's a non-foil. We've gotten a lot of the land cycle, but only 2 mythics is a little concerning for these boxes. Glint Weaver, Treacherous Greed, Vengeful Tracker. Okay. Oh, Makeshift Binding. Oh, that's going to look so cool in foil. I cannot wait. The collector box is going to be fun to open. If you're a patron or if you're in the Discord server and you want a box, reach out to me. We can do more of these on the channel. We can do collector boxes and that kind of stuff. Dusk Mantle, House of Shadow. Okay, so another list slot. This one puts the top card of your library, and this one mills. It'll be interesting to see. They changed the list slots. They changed all that stuff to be a little bit more conducive to play. Another Investigator, and then a Crypt Coat. The idea was that they were changing that to make it easier to play the game and make the cards make more sense now that they are, you know, the draftable cards. It'll be really cool, interesting to see if they're able to add value in that slot or not as a result of that. Kylox, Visionary Inventor. I love the artwork on this. I think that's a dinosaur, or Vashino's dinosaurs, I would assume. It's not like actually. Oh, Coerced Kill. Man, let me know in the comment section. What do you like better? Do you like this frame, or do you like the folio? Oh, we got 2 of those. The folio frame. I'm a big fan of the I'm gonna call it the monocle frame. Not sure exactly what it is, but Thinking Cap. Krenko, Baron of Tin Street. Another Krenko. This one a 3/3 for 3 with haste. Sacrifice an artifact and tap it. Put a 1/1 counter on each goblin you control. Pretty good. Whenever artifact is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, create a red goblin creature token and gains haste. That's pretty good. I love getting new Krenkos, because Krenko, like everyone has a Krenko goblin deck at some point in their life, and so if you have more Krenkos, you can have a different, you know, variant of the goblin decks, and just good. Cryptics. All right, so far I'm a little underwhelmed, not gonna lie. It seems like only having 2 mythics isn't great, although we have gotten quite a bit of those, the land cycle, so maybe that's making up for it on the job. And there it is. If you speak it, it happens. Tristani, 3 Whispers, 3 costs, Death Touch, Vigilance, Double Strike. You can add all that stuff. It's a 4/4. Pretty cool commander. Hunted Brutebone. Oh man, I like a Skeleton Beast. Skeleton Dogs. Okay, so unauthorized exit. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, because on one end you want there to be a good chunk of mythics for the box openers, you know, the people who are coming here from set boxes, but on the other end you don't want it to be too bomb heavy for those who care about, you know, constructed play. Oh, we got 2 rares there, Lavaz and Assemble the Players. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, 2 cost enchantment. Once per turn, you may cast a creature or spell 2 or less from the top of your library. That's pretty good. Your whole deck is just mono white weenies. You get Slice from the Shadows. I really like that monocle. All right, last little third. Justin, thank you for letting me open your box. Hopefully you're happy with it. I know you'll like the land cycle. Treacherous Greed foil. Dealt damage, draw 3 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Pretty good foil rare there. Doppelgang, I love this card. I'm a huge Simic player. Each of X target permanents create X tokens that are copies of that permanent. I really like that card. As a Simic player, I love things that make copies of other things and stealing. What was that? There was a big card a long time ago in Standard that I got to do that a ton with. Rune Brand Juggler, Reenact the Crime, and a Sanctuary Wall. So I'm a little worried that there's not going to be enough mythics to like hold the value of the idea that these are set boxes, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Market Watch Phantom and Prophet's Edict Memory. And we've only gotten one special guest too, which is again a little bit concerning on the pull rate side of things, but probably good from the play perspective. So it's kind of a weird attitude to have. Out Cold and Ansrog the Quake Mole. We got 2 rares and I believe the most expensive card, maybe other than Rakdos, in the set currently. 8/4 legendary Mole God in Gruul. Whenever Ansrog becomes blocked, untap each creature you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Wow. Becomes blocked whenever it gets blocked. That's crazy. That is a good card for 8 damage too. Especially its commander damage, and it's in colors that love to have combat tricks. Ansrog, it will be a very fun commander to play with combat tricks. Oh snap, look at that Victimize. All of a sudden this box has turned. Choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard, sacrifice a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped. See, like in limited, this card's gonna be so much fun. Beautiful artwork, really cool. Drown on the Lock and a Victimize. Okay. Like now you're starting to feel it, right? Like now you're starting to feel how this would work in a limited environment. Even from, you've gotten some hits now. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what we close out before we make our final decision here. Granite Witness and another mythic, the Tristani. Okay, another mythic. Maybe all the mythics were just hiding in the background. And another one of the land cycle. That's 5 of the land cycle. Lightning Helix. Okay, maybe it's turning a corner. You guys know on this channel, we like boxes that have the hits in the back. That's what we like. Call of Surprise, and then Kellen, Inquisitive Prodigy, sorry. What is this? What is the adventure? Investigate. You may play an additional land this turn. That's pretty good. Some of these cards, now I don't play Modern, so some of these, or not Modern, I don't play Standard. Some of these cards might hop into Standard and be a good showing there. I'm not the person for that. Toxin Analysis, Axebane Ferox. But, I also have not seen, I guess this answers the question, I have not seen any commander cards here. So you cannot get the commander set cards, the commander ones in this set, which makes sense because like the limited environment, you cannot get them. I thought maybe they'd be in like a slot. Ooh, what do we got here? Krenko's Buzz Crusher. Flying Trample 4/4/4. When it enters the battlefield, for each player, destroy up to 1 non-basic land. Oh, that's going to cause a lot of drama, and I think they get to put them back. They get to put a basic land into the battlefield. 2 packs left. I think that card caused some controversy on the good old Reddit. 2 packs left, Justin. Again, thank you for letting me open your box. Quintusorius Field Historian. List slot card. Person of Interest. Barbared Servitor. Okay, Killer Among Us. Oh, I love this one. Everybody hates this card, but I love it. I love it. You can screenshot it if you want to read it, but I think it's cool. All right, last pack. Let's see if we can get one more mythic. Let's see if we can get one more mythic, my friend. Come on, Justin. Team you. Vichugazi Inspector's not going to do it. And Ward Leader's Call. Okay, there's our last card of the set. Creatures you control get +1/+1. So all in all, we got 5 of the new dual lands. And we did end up, if you count these special guests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mythics, if you count the special guest, which doesn't seem too bad. Typically in a draft box, I remember getting like 6. Oof, man. In a set box, this seems a little lower than the set box, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that's going to be enough mythics. But I think, dude, Justin, your mythics were pretty good. Drown on the Lock, Victimize, 2 cool cards. Ansrog is, I think, one of the highest selling cards in the set, and I'm really excited about the Intrude the Mind. So congratulations, Justin. Thank you for letting me open your box. Everybody leave your comments in the comment section below. Have yourselves a great day. Be kind to the people around you. If you're in Hurricane, West Virginia, come to our pre-release next Friday. That is when Justin will pick up his stuff, but that is also when you can hang out and play with the game and have fun. So be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.